I had some successful trades this week selling vertical spreads, kind of sticking to the bread and butter like I've been doing a lot on my channel here. So I kind of wanted to break down those trades for you so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. And then I started to actually trade the SPX, which is the S&P 500 index. And so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I traded the SPX. So instead of waiting, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month to try to make some money off of these vertical spread trades, I decided to try to do it every single day, and I found a bunch of success doing that with the SPX. Made like $810 just in 4 days of trading just the SPX alone. So in this video, I'm going to break down what I did, kind of what I'm looking at with the SPX, and then I'm going to show you a trade that I just entered the other day that's still, I think, great opportunity, and it's going to be a really good showcase of what you should be looking for when you want to put these trades on. So by the end of the video, you're going to kind of understand my thought process behind it and the winning trades that I took. So let's get started right away. Okay, so for the SPX trades, I'm just going to give you a general idea of what I'm looking for. This is the last 4 days that I traded. So I started here on this day and I sold puts down here. If I sell puts, it means I want the price to go back up, okay? Because if I'm selling puts down below, I want them to become worthless. And the way that's going to happen is by price getting away from the puts that I sold. Because if you bought puts, you want the price to go down, right? Well, if the price doesn't go down, you start to lose money. So it's the opposite when I go to sell. If I sell the calls up top, then I want the price to go down, right? So I sell puts here, did a video on that. You can check it out on my channel, made some money on that, right? And what I'm typically doing is I'm selling 3 contracts just for the size of my account and everything. I'm comfortable with selling 3 contracts. And what I'm trying to do is kind of go out to about a 20-30 delta. So let me show you that, right? I'm aftermarket right now, so this 0 DTE or days to expire isn't going to really show anything, but let's go to the 3rd day, okay? So just kind of give you an example. You can put delta in your chart or in the grid here, and usually I'm looking for about a 20 to 32 delta. Real quick so you understand what that means just in general terms. 20 delta is saying there's a 20% chance that the price of the stock will actually get to this level, to the 4160 level for this stock, okay, for the SPX. The 32 delta is saying there's a 32 chance that price is actually going to get there. Well, what does that mean inversely then? 20% chance that it's going to get there, that means there's an 80% chance it won't, right? So if I'm selling this down here and there's an 80% chance that the price won't actually get to it, that means that I have an 80% chance of success, right? Because there's an 80% chance that the price will never get there. Well, if the price never gets there, then they're going to expire worthless. And that's what I want when I'm selling options. Okay. So I'm going to the 0 days to expire and I'm looking for kind of that 20 to 30. So when I'm looking at the chart, I give it till about 10 a.m. and I want to kind of see what's happening on the day. Which direction are we going to head, right? And then if I feel like the chart's going to kind of go up, then I want to sell the puts. If I feel like it's going to maybe go down, I sell the calls. So that's that there. And you can see here that these are the trades that I made. So I was selling puts and then I bought them back. I sold a put. I didn't even have to buy that one back. I sell a call and then I buy it back. And the beauty with selling these is that if price is so far extended, like say you sold a call up here and then price just continued down this way, I don't even have to waste commission or use any commission or anything. I can just let them expire and I'm going to have that credit go into my account. Okay, so I was able to make $810 on that just trading the SPX in 4 days. So that's great. About $250 every day, and then today I only made $45 on it because I actually sold a call here thinking the market would kind of fade throughout the afternoon of Friday like usually happens, and then it went on an absolute tear to finish the day. I was a little nervous, but luckily it closed just below what I needed it to, so that was really great. Now here's a trade that I took that I made a little bit of money on. I got 80% on Generac, and let me show you real quick. So Generac is obviously in a massive downtrend, right? Massive downtrend. So this is the type of stock that might be good to sell calls on because we had, and now I have a scanner set up. So the scanner popped up and I see Generac. And when I made this trade, the price was actually up here, like at the top, like 120, something like that. So the reason I was confident to sell the call quickly on that is because when you have something completely beaten down and then, yeah, okay, they have great earnings, and there's a little bit of volume, only 38 million. Okay, sorry, 3.8 million. Okay, that's all right, but we're super extended over the Bollinger Band. So what happens very often when something gets beyond the Bollinger Band, the blue line here, it's beyond 2 standard deviations, 95% of the time it wants to come back in. So I sell calls up here at the 125. So I don't know if it'll still show. Yeah, I sold the 125 and the 130. Okay, it's showing I lost 30, but that was just on the day because I already took the trade off. I was able to make 190 on that, so 80% of what the trade would be, because I wish it was showing it, but I don't know. You'll just have to believe me. Come on now. But I did have this trade on. I sold the 125 and the 130 for the May 12th, and I just took them off because look at the price, right? 125, 130 all the way up here, and then we had the price come all the way down here. If I sell the calls up high and the price starts to come down, I'm able to make some money. Now, here's the one that I was telling you about that I'm actually looking at right now. So SMCI, I'm in the trade, right? Now, this one's a little bit different. Look at the massive uptrend we've been having. So this one, you want to be a little more cautious on and give it a couple days. Now, we have a huge uptrend, so it has good momentum behind it. And then we had over 8 million in volume. That's a lot more volume. It was obviously good earnings. They did really well. So I don't want to just sell this one right away, because a lot of the times when you see these ones that are in uptrend with good earnings and good volume, they kind of continue for a couple days after, right? So I gave it a couple days. I kept it on my watch list to see opportunity. It's an opportunity. I had it on my watch list right here, right? So I give it a couple days and I keep my eye on it. As soon as I start to see how overextended this is, like it was up here when I made this trade, it's definitely getting overextended at this point. It's been 3 days, and look at the volume, right? The volume is lower on the second day, and then you know, kind of came up a little bit, but by this point we had red volume coming down on that day, and it definitely wasn't like, you know, half of this volume or kind of making a push like this. It was still low volume. So when I start to see the volume descending and not continuing, and we're that extended beyond the Bollinger, that's my time to sell the calls. So I sell calls up here at 146. So I actually sold the 145, and then I buy the 150 call. It's called a vertical spread. I sell 3 contracts at this price, and currently I'm up $33. I just kind of put the trade on the other day, so I'm letting it simmer. But right now it's doing what I wanted to do. I want to see that red, and what I want to see now is it continue down here and work its way back down even to half of this value, and I should be able to take that off like I did with Generac for about an 80%, maybe 60 to 80% win on that one. Okay, so hopefully this gives you an idea of what I'm looking for when I'm selling the options. I had a nice week, some profit in the books, nice consistent trades with high probability. That's what I'm looking for. Hopefully you learned something from this. Thanks for sticking around. If you don't mind, like and subscribe if you find some value, and I'll catch you on the next one.